Hey everyone, today we are taking a look at the H26 Ultra Plus and the HK11 Ultra 3 Generation 2. In this video we'll be comparing both of them to see which one is a better watchOS 26 alternative and is a better option for you to buy. A little request before starting, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button before starting and turn on the notifications for the future videos. You can also subscribe to Unbox with iMAT for the latest product unboxings. Throughout the video, the position of both of the products will remain the same. You can also take a look at this title bar throughout the video, which will make it easier for you to remember the positions. So let's start from the body. Both of them come in 49mm size. If you use the Apple Watch case, then the Hello Watch perfectly fits it. It does require a little force to fit the case, but everything is on the same location as the Apple Watch. On the other hand, we have the HK11 Ultra 3. It perfectly fits the case too, and just like this you can use the Apple Watch accessories on both of the smartwatches. The body is really well designed on both of them with GPS antenna lining on the body, a matte finish, but if I have to choose one of them for a better body, then I would go with the H26 Ultra Plus. Everything is done really well, the crown key is really well designed, and the speaker holes also look better on the H26. Both of them are perfectly compatible with the Apple Watch straps, and the strap locks are also functional, and the straps won't come out on either of them until you press this button at the back and then push the straps out. But if I have to choose one of them for a better straps fitting, then I would go with the H26 Ultra Plus. The straps fit really well on it compared to the HK11 Ultra 3. After that we have the displays. That's a debate. The display looks really good on the HK11. It's smoother than the H26. Although now the H26 is also really smooth, but still I think that the HK11 is a little bit smoother compared to the H26. The color saturation is really good on the HK11, and I don't know why they're quite same, but still the HK11 looks a bit better. But if you go to the control center on both of the smartwatches and open the torchlight application, then here's the thing. The HK11 Ultra and the Pro Max version, both of them are using the same displays, because of which in this 49mm version the display seems really small. The bezels are quite thick on the HK11, and in this section the H26 Ultra Plus actually takes the win. Talking about the brightness, in the normal UI the brightness is really good on both of them, and the displays will be clearly visible in the daylight if you are using the maximum brightness. Although do remember that both of them do not have adaptive brightness, and when going out you will have to manually increase the brightness from the settings of the smartwatches. But if you talk about the brightness of the always on displays, then here's the issue. On a lot of the watch faces, the brightness is really low on the always on displays of the H26. As you can see that currently I'm in the studio lights, and even here you are probably not able to see the always on display in the video. Even I am not able to see the always on display with the naked eye. I hope that this issue is fixed in the future. If you change the watch face to this one, then this is the only watch face on which the screen of dial's brightness is a little better. Because of which I would prefer the always on display on the HK11 instead of the H26, because other than this watch face, if you try the always on display on any of the watch face, for example let's go with this one, you can see that it's quite low. You might be thinking that you are able to see the clock, but the worst thing is that it is showing the always on display for the rest of the screen too. It has the night mode version of everything shown here, but the brightness is too low. And now let's talk about the watchOS 26 liquid glass UI and the watch faces. Both of them have the new UI with the liquid glass design in the control center here. So that here's how the notification center looks like on both of them. Then we have the widgets page. It is surely looking better on the HK11 so far. Now let's go to the menu. Both of them are taking the inspiration from the latest icon design. It's looking really good on both of them. H26 has more icons similar to the latest version. For example, here's the sleep tracker on the HK11, while here it is in the H26. iOS 26 actually has it in purple color. If you take a look at the applications, we have the call application here, which has the recent as well as the contacts. Then here is the dialer. The new UI looks really nice on both of them. Then we have the sport modes, and it looks really nice in this HK11 as compared to the H26. It has a quite basic UI. Then all of the buttons shown here are functional. Here are the alerts, then we have the media, and after that here we have the metrics. You can turn them on or off from here. After that, moving forward, we have the weather application. Unfortunately, It is still not working accurately on the H26, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Here's how the UI looks like on the HK11. Here is the stopwatch, and after that here we have the alarms. One thing that you might be noticing is that the transitions are a lot better in the HK11 compared to the H26, although they are also not exactly the same as the Apple Watch, but still they are a lot better. In the Apple Watch, when you open an application, it zooms in from the application, and when you exit the application, it zooms out back into the icon. Another thing that I want to talk about in the widgets page is that the HK11 has the edit option like the Apple Watch. You can tap here, and after that tap here if you want to add more functions, but in the H26 Ultra Plus there is no option like that, and you cannot rearrange the widgets. After that, if you go to the control center and go to its edit mode, then here we have the plus icon like the Apple Watch, and you can see that the overall interface is looking a lot similar to the watchOS 26, but in the H26 Ultra Plus it looks similar to the older Hello Watches. When you receive a new notification, both of them wake up the display. HK11 shows a banner prompt while the H26 shows a full screen prompt. Both of them support a little scrolling. The H26 does not support emojis while the HK11 shows some of the mainly used emojis. We also get this reply button in the HK11 by which it's going to turn on the voice assistant so you can send the reply to the person. We also have red dot alert for under notifications on the HK11, but since the notifications are shown in full screen on the H26, so they are automatically red and it won't show a red dot alert. Moving forward, if we talk about the watch faces, the watch faces are really well designed on both of them, but looking at the compass and everything, I would actually prefer this watch face on the HK11. Here we have this watch face which is available in the non-ultra version, and here's how it looks like on both of them. We do have different colors in the HK11 too. Let's go with this one. Here is another OS 26 watch face. Let's see if we can find it in the H26. As far as I have checked the application, I was not able to find this exact watch face in the Hello Watch application. It works quite well in the HK11. Talking about the watch faces and the always on dials, then you get an always on display for all of the built-in watch faces in the HK11, while in the H26 Ultra Plus you get an always on display for all of the watch faces available in the dial market. While in the HK11, if you install watch faces from the dial market, then there are specific always on dials that you can use. Let me show you. If you go to display and brightness, you get 6 always on display styles, 3 with digital and 3 with pointer dials. Other than this watch face in the H26, you can uninstall the rest of them and install 8 watch faces from the dial market and 1 watch face from the gallery. So in total, you can keep 10 watch faces in it, while in the HK11 you get 8 built-in watch faces. These are quite good ones. Then we have 1 watch face from the gallery, and other than that you can install 6 watch faces from the dial market. And I currently do not have the Chinese version, but in the Chinese version you can probably install 10 watch faces from the dial market in the HK11. Talking about the normal screen time, in the HK11 the maximum time is 30 seconds. Other than that, you can use the constant light settings by which you can keep the display turned on for a maximum of 20 minutes. Whereas in the H26 Ultra Plus, the maximum time is always on, which means the display can stay on continuously on the watch face until the battery runs out. Both of them come with the raise to wake gestures, palm gesture, but only the Hello Watch comes with the tap to wake option. If you take a quick look at the watch applications, HK11 uses the Wear Fit Pro application, which contains ads and sometimes even full screen ads, which can be a really annoying experience for the users. Talking about its style market, almost all of the watch faces in it are paid, and you'll either have to activate the membership or purchase each of the watch face you like for 99 cents. If you go all the way down, we get the free dials, which is updated with the latest watchOS 26 watch faces for the older models, and if you continue scrolling down, we get around 30 to 40 more watch faces which are available for free. Then if you scroll down here, we also get the taking pictures option, which shows a live preview of the camera. You can also flip the camera using it, and it's a quite good option by which you can directly click the pictures. One thing that I don't like is that if you go to the My section, it does not come with the Apple Health or Strava option. On the other hand, the H26 Ultra Plus uses the Wear Pro application, and all of the watch faces inside it are available for totally free. There are a lot of good quality watch faces, and each one of them comes with its own always on display style. Unfortunately, it does not have the live camera preview option, and when you use the remote camera button, you can only use it to click pictures by tapping on the display. If you go to this section, it also does not come with the Apple Health or Strava option. If you're interested in the Oximeter and the Pedometer test, then make sure to check out the full reviews linked in the description box below, in which I've performed detailed testing of both of these sensors. I've tested the Oximeter pre-workout as well as post-workout, so to get better explanation on which one is better, I would recommend you to check out the full reviews linked in the description box. Both of them come with local storage. H26 comes with 1 GB of local storage, while as far as I can tell, the HK11 comes with around 250 MB of storage capacity. In both of them, you can add files using Bluetooth with the help of the watch applications, which is a dead slow process, and even a 4 to 5 MB of song takes around 5 to 7 minutes to transfer. In the Hello Watches, as per my previous experience, you can easily add 30 to 40 or maybe 50 songs inside it, but in the HK11, you cannot add more than 7 to 10 songs in the global version, while you can add around 30 songs in the Chinese version. Obviously, it also depends on the size of the song file. After that, you can add pictures in both of them. Where it is, here's the photo application, and as per my experience, the Hello Watch can add more than 100 pictures, while the HK11 cannot add more than 6 pictures. Then both of them come with the ebooks option, by which you can add TXT files in them, and both of them come with the voice memo option, since H26 comes with a higher storage capacity, so it can record for longer compared to the HK11. Both of them also come with the network sharing option, as you can see here, and using network sharing you can use smart applications in the smartwatches. In the HK11 we get the app market and game market to install many smart applications as well as games. You can also access the dial market using the network sharing. Then we have the Wi-Fi translator, and you can install more applications, like I've installed the world clock application. Just like this, the Hello Watch comes with the map and deep seek option. As far as I've checked, both of these applications haven't worked for me. And if you talk about the App Store, just like the HK11, you will be able to install some smart applications as well as some games. I've shown both of these features in the full review of these smartwatches. In the end, if we talk about the utility applications on both of these smartwatches, then as I've mentioned in the beginning, the weather application is not working perfectly in the Hello Watch, while it works fine in the HK11. Then we have timer. Let's set a timer for 1 second on both of the smartwatches, and when the timer ends, it continues to vibrate in the H26, while it vibrates only once in the HK11, which can easily go unnoticed. So although I would have preferred the ring option, but still I prefer the continuous vibration on the H26. Then we have stopwatch. On both of them we get 3 interfaces. In the HK11 you can add a maximum of 20 laps, while as far as I have checked, the H26 can add a maximum of 30 laps. One good thing is that if you go back in the HK11, it resets the stopwatch while it continues to run in the background in the H26 Ultra Plus. Then we get the calculator option. The basic functionalities work absolutely fine in both of them. You can use the percentage option to find the percentage of a number, like this in the HK11, while the percentage option doesn't work at all in the H26. Although if you want to add a specific percentage of the original number in the value, then this won't work in the HK11, it will show an incorrect answer. Then we have the alarms application in both of them. You can add alarms directly in both of them, and both of them do not allow to customize the ringtones, and you are stuck with the default ringtone. And if you talk about the music application, then as far as I have checked, you can control the media playing on the device without shifting the sound to the smartwatches on both of them. As if you go to the settings in the HK11 as well as this H26 Ultra Plus, we have the media audio option here in the H26, and in the HK11 we get the media audio option here too. So if you just turn this option off, you can control the media playing on the device and the sound will continue to play on your smartphone. In the end, talking about the battery life, H26 comes with 450 mAh of battery capacity, while the HK11 comes with 260 mAh of battery capacity. So I tested both of them yesterday to see which one can give a better battery life with the always on display enabled, and the battery capacity difference was clear there. So I started the test at 2 AM on the 27th of November, when the H26 was at 72% while the HK11 was at 77%. After 27 hours, I checked the battery percentage at 5 am on the 28th of November when the H26 was down to 57%, losing 15% of the battery, while the HK11 was down to 39%, losing 38% of the battery. This test was specifically carried out to check the always-on display battery timing. During this test, always-on display was turned on, wrist gesture was turned off, do not disturb mode was also turned on, Bluetooth calling, network sharing, as well as the mobile watch connection was also turned off. So according to that, the H26 can easily give you around 4 to 5 days or even 6 days of battery life only with the always on display enabled and everything else disabled, while the HK11 can give you around 2 or maybe 2.5 days of battery life with the always on display enabled. And if you turn everything on, then H26 can last around 1.5 to 2 days, while the HK11 can last around 1 to 1.5 day of battery life. So guys, that's all from today's video. Which one would you choose? Both of them can fit the Apple Watch accessories. Both of them have a really good UI. I really like the system UI in the H26, but I hope they can make the always on display better. Other than that, the stopwatch can also run in the background, and as per my testing, the pedometer and the oximeter sensors of both of them are really good. The body is really well designed in the Hello Watch, and if you are into a better body, then I would recommend you to go with the H26. Other than that, the HK11 has a great UI and the always on displays are working really well. Remember that H26 needs updates, but the HK11 already has a great UI. So if you are not patient enough, then go with the HK11. If you would like to purchase either of them, you can find the purchase links in the description box below, and I would really appreciate if you can use them while purchasing. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications if you haven't yet. I will see you in the next one.